Hello and welcome. I'm your host, Elizibar. This is some new posters here for the Black Widow movie coming out. And it's like character posters. Like, I have no idea who this guy's supposed to be. There's a guy in jeans here among the 6 posters they made. Cool. Good for you, Jeans Guy. Good for you. You're going to get an action figure. I guarantee it. Jeans Guy, the action figure. But aside from that, you can see the Black Widow costume looks pretty cool. It's got the little stinger thingies on the wrist from the comic books. She's got her beat sticks. It looks like stuff she's worn in the past. Pretty cool. Her costume, pretty much the same thing. Pretty cool. Her costume is kind of similar, except it's in white. And she's got like a green tactical vest strapped on. I'm not really sure that this combination works out and looks super cool, but maybe it makes a lot more sense in context of the movie. Whatever. I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt. I'm not too worried about it, mainly because she's got a big stick and she looks like she can just beat me up with it. So, cool. You have fun with that costume. And like the Red Guardian, I kind of like this. It looks a little cheap for some reason. I'm not sure why. Something about it looks like a cosplayer with like $200 made this costume. Which is no insult to cosplayers. It's kind of an insult to the budget of the movie because the movie has how many millions of dollars of budget that they could spend? But all in all, I kind of like it. Like, if I'm honest. The fact that the star, where it's got these like straps coming out, looks like the star was strapped onto the chest as opposed to being integrated with it. Something about that is kind of like, yeah, actually, I kind of like that. I don't know why, but it kind of appeals to me in a weird way. So I'm kind of down with this. It's very tactical and stuff. Cool, we can roll with it. It's a little different from the traditional. This is what I think of when I think of the Red Guardian, just a guy in red spandex with white gloves. It's a little different from that, but I think it kind of fits in with the general theme of what the Red Guardian looks like. So you're not really going to see a complaint from me on this. I don't think I've seen a picture of him with the mask on, so I don't know if he's going to have the silly fin on his head, like all the Red Guardians in the comic books. Honestly, kind of hoping he doesn't, if I'm honest, because the fin's goofy. But if he does, either way, whatever. I'm game, man. I'm game for giving that a try. The one that kills me, the one that absolutely, positively kills me, is Taskmaster. Because it doesn't look nearly as scary as it should. Like, the dude just looks like he's going skiing and he's in a goofy costume because he wants to look super cool while doing it. He's got his frisbee ready, right here. He's got his ski pole, and he's ready to ski. I don't think there's a cape on this costume either. I saw another picture when I was Googling earlier. Actually, I was going, and he didn't have a cape hanging off. But that costume also didn't have the hood. You kind of got to have the cape. I know capes are kind of goofy. They're impractical. But that's also part of the presentation. But let's zoom in on this guy. All right, let me zoom over just a little bit here. Boom, there we go, centered. Perfect. So he's a dude, or dudette, either way, wearing a metal mask with a ski visor. This should be way more imposing than it is. Honestly, this looks goofier and more cartoony than the traditional Taskmaster look. The skull is important. The big, bony teeth, the pasty white. Like, that's how you inspire fear in people. This looks like some dude just bought something off the rack at a costume store. Now, granted, probably I'd be complaining about how the bony face looked if he had a bony face. I'd be like, oh, that looks like some guy just bought that at a costume store. Because it probably would end up looking like that. But you gotta admit, this, with the glowing eyes, is a whole heck of a lot scarier than this. Like, this, he looks like he's smiling at me. This doesn't look like a death face. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no toothy skull grin here. This is just like, yeah, I'm just talking through this little metal slit here. And then the bone, like, the nose doesn't have a piece of bone going down the middle. If it had been more skull-like and still metallic, I probably would have like let it slide and it wouldn't bother me. But as it is, this doesn't do a whole lot for me. Now, I got to give him credit. I absolutely got to give him some credit here because they got the colors right. So he's kind of got this grayish white. Okay, it's a light gray. He's got blue and he's got orange. What's Taskmaster wear? depending on which one you look at. Mm-hmm. Grayish white or light gray, blue, and orange. So at least kind of nailing the colors of the costume. The shield design is killing me. I mean, it's a Triskelion type thing. I forget if that's the actual word for that shape, or if that's a different shape that I'm misconstruing. And I apologize if I mess that up. But like, it's not a T, whereas Taskmaster shield has a T on it. Which, okay, maybe that's kind of goofy and you don't want to go that route. But on the other hand, come on. That would have been a little thing that would have shut me up. I can forgive, like, he doesn't have big, goofy, cuffed gloves and stuff. You know, he looks armored and tactical and all that. I can kind of go with that. Like, I understand why it looks that way because you want him to look, like, tough. And that does probably look a little tougher than just a guy in spandex, which is what this looks like, even though it's not. So I can kind of forgive that, but the mask is killing me, dude. The mask is absolutely killing me. I'm going to shut up now. So you all take care. Whoa, we accidentally just zoomed in on David Harbour for no reason. Whoa, I never want to do that again in my life. Let's get back over here to... There we go. There we go, to Ski Mask Man. That's kind of what I think of him as. Ever since I saw like a leaked set photo or something, geez, was it last year, 2 years ago? I don't even remember now. Where he just looked like he was wearing like a black ski mask. It did not inspire hope in me for what his costume would look like. And that hope is still not satisfied. Now, maybe in action, it'll look way cooler. That's a possibility. I leave the door open for that. I leave the door open to being completely wrong about how I feel about the costume if I see it in action. But at my first impression, I don't really like it. You all take care of yourselves. You have a great day. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Sure, hope to see you again next time. Until then, bye-bye.